Hey everyone, in this lesson I'm going to show you how easy it is to fix harsh lighting in your travel photographs using ON1 Photo RAW. And stick around to the end, I'll show you a couple of my favorite filters for enhancing the contrast and color in your images and also bringing the viewer's attention into the center of the frame. Let's dive in and take a look. So inside of ON1 Photo RAW, let's take a look at editing this travel photograph and fixing the harsh light within it. If we take a look at the image, we can see we have some harsh light coming into the various regions of our scene, especially this middle area here, and also the sky section. If I hold down the J key on my keyboard to see my clipping warnings, I can see I already have some highlight clippings going on in the sky, so we need to dive in and fix those areas. A really great starting point for fixing harsh light within your image is just to use Brilliance AI. It's going to analyze the photograph and automatically develop that tone and color to make sure you have a much more evenly exposed capture. So in develop here, I'm just going to go down to Brilliance AI and I'll just enable that. It's going to examine the photograph and then set a much more evenly exposed tone and color setting on our image. Now there's a couple things that I love about Brilliance AI. One being is that you can actually go into your local adjustments and it will identify various regions that you can then quickly adjust and fine-tune as needed. With this image, because we have quite a bright sky here, if we want to darken that up a bit more, all we have to do is go into our local adjustment section here, and we'll just pull up on the sky slider. So depending on the look that you're going for within your harsher light environment, you can easily bring in a little bit more detail into that sky by just pulling up on that sky slider within your local adjustment section of Brilliance AI. Another thing I enjoy about using Brilliance AI is that you can modify the strength of the tonal and color adjustments within your scene. To do that, just simply head up to this amount slider here. I'm going to pull up on it just a little bit more, and that's going to bring in a little bit more warmth and also adjust the sliders to fine-tune that exposure a bit. So with just these couple adjustments that we've made on the image, let's hit the before and after. So we have the original and then after. And everything is looking a lot more evenly exposed. We've removed those highlight clipping warnings and the scene looks much more natural compared to the original file. So now that we've modified that basic look, let's dive in and start styling the image a bit. One of my favorite things to do with skies like this, where we have some clouds within the sky region and then we have a reflection on the water, is to add in the glow filter into those sections to give it a nice, soft, dreamy look. To do that, I'm going to grab my Super Select AI tool. I can just head over here to the left side of my screen. I'll grab Super Select AI. Then I can just hover over those regions, select them. I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to go to glow, and one of my favorites is darker. Choose darker there, and then if I turn that filter off and on, see, it just brings a nice dreamy feel into those regions of the photograph to make them stand out a bit more and make them a little bit more interesting to the viewer. Now, within ON1 Photo RAW, when it comes to masking, it's incredibly easy to copy and paste masks into different filters, local adjustments, layers, you name it. So within this image here, because we've added in glow, a softer, dreamier filter, we might as well go in and add in some detail into these regions surrounding our water and our sky. So let's go into the glow filter mask, and I'm just going to copy that mask. I'm going to add the dynamic contrast filter, which is going to incorporate detail within the scene. I'm going to go to the masking options, and I'll paste that mask and then invert it so that it's applied everywhere but our sky and our water. So now, if I play around with the detail, bring in quite a bit more detail, you can always fine tune this for your image, but I do want you to be able to see the before and after with it in action. So it may be a little bit strong and intense, but again, everything in Photo RAW is non-destructive. Feel free to play with the opacity or these different sliders to adjust to the image that you're editing. So I'll turn this off and on here, and you can see we have some nice detail being incorporated into those areas of our scene, and it brings a lot more texture and life into that middle section of our photograph. So again, let's just check out the original. We have our before and after. Now, another filter I like to apply to these types of images, especially just to bring a little bit more life into the photo, is I like to go into the add filter option and I'll go to photo filter. And if you go into the more menu here, there's all of these amazing preset styles for the photo filter. But one of my favorites is warm polarizer. It almost emulates the look of a polarizing filter on your lens, and it also gives the image a little bit of a warm feel. So we'll just go to warm polarizer. If I turn this off and on here, it's just giving the image a little bit more life and a little bit more warmth there within that scenery. So again, with any of these filters, they're a little bit strong at first, so you can always tone them back and fine tune them for the look of the image that you're going for. I'm just gonna pull back on the warmth just a little bit so it's not so intense. And then I'm gonna go in and actually pull up on the polarizer to bring back a little bit more contrast into the photo. So if I hit the backslash key on my keyboard, we have the original and then after. Now, one last filter that's optional, but it's really awesome for landscapes, especially if you're trying to focus the viewer's attention into the middle section of your image, is the Vignette filter. So I'll add a filter and I'm going to add Vignette, and let's go in here to Big Softy, and that's going to darken up these regions surrounding the middle area of our landscape. Let's just pull back on the opacity a little bit to around 50. And if I turn this off and on, you can see it's just darkening up these corners to focus the viewer's attention into that middle section of our landscape scenery. Now, this is really amazing for travel photography, especially because oftentimes when we're photographing landscapes or exterior outdoor imagery, we have our subject in that center region of our photo. So using the vignette can just add a little bit more impact into that middle section of your scene. So let's check out the original and then after. And that's how easy it is to bring life back into those harsh lit landscapes or travel photos that you've captured. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and learn more about editing inside of ON1 Photo RAW. Thanks everybody. I'll see you in the next lesson.